So you're learning how to tattoo. Well, creating accurate stencils is just one of the things that you're going to have to learn, and that's what we're going to be covering in today's video, so stay tuned. Plus, I have a very important message towards the end of this video for anyone that really wants to learn how to tattoo in the fastest way possible. Hey, welcome back to the channel. As always, for anyone that's new to the channel, I'm Ben Fisher, the owner and artist right here at Inkrush. Don't miss out on future content by simply clicking the subscribe and having the little bell pressed so that you get notified every time that I upload. Now, when it comes to tattooing, one of the most important things to master is how to get a really nice stencil. One that is a perfect guide to create the highest standard of tattooing possible. Now, there's tons of ways that you can get really clean stencils, and some are more advanced than others. However, in today's video, I'll be covering the two that I personally think all beginning artists should start with. When you're making a stencil, you almost look at it as a practice run for the tattoo. And by doing the stencil by hand, gets you familiar with the design, hand positioning, what goes where. And as you're drawing your stencil, I want you to start forming a habit that as you're drawing it, you're thinking about the actual tattoo. What liners are you going to be using? When you're stenciling an area of shading, start to pre-think what needles you're going to be using and what method of shading will be best suited for that area. So creating your stencil is much more than just drawing lines. It's more planning the entire tattoo. That being said, let's get out what we need and begin the lesson. Okay, so this is the design that we're going to create the stencil for. I've printed it out. Now I just want you to quickly notice, this one's the actual design. Now if you notice, I've printed it as well and turned the opacity of the image down to around 50%. Now when you're doing your stencils, if I go over that bit, I can't actually see, which means then you've got to lift your paper up and check the back or hold it up against light so you can see where you've stenciled. So this is what I recommend, and it's a really good little tip. So if you print it out so it's a light grey, it's still easy to see the lines, but as you're drawing your stencil, you'll be able to see where you've gone. So that's first little tip. So what's the two methods? Well, first one we're just going to do with carbon paper, and then the second we're going to do with machine spirit paper. So I'll show you both. So first one, if we're just using as carbon paper, we place that down first, get us design over the top, and then on a smooth solid surface, all you've got to do is pressing quite firm is trace the design. Now as you're doing it, like I've already said, think about the design itself and actually tattooing it. Where do you want lines? If there's shaded areas, how do you want to show that on your stencil? So pressing quite firm, and what this does, so if I just do this little bit down here to show you, is it creates the stencil on the reverse side of the paper. I'll quickly go over and do it all. So I've roughly traced outline, and as you can see, it leaves a reverse onto back that can be applied to a person. Then we just neatly cut it out. Make sure to leave just enough space around the edge of the design that you can easily grab it with your fingers and apply it. So that's the first way. Let me show you the second. Okay, so next method is using copier paper. There's different layers to this. So if you lift the top layer up, there's a brown layer underneath that. We can remove this, and then we're left with the carbon paper and backing paper. Now if we get as design and place it on this sheet, if we're to draw just on top of design like we did previously, in between the carbon paper and the design is this top sheet. So it's not going to print onto the back of the paper, it's going to print onto this sheet. So bearing in mind using this method, if you do a line and then move your design slightly, it's not going to match up on the paper underneath. So when doing this, it's really important that the paper and the carbon paper underneath stay exactly where they are, so you can either tape it or clip it together so it all stays aligned. But then all we do is the exact same. So I'd still recommend lightening your design up slightly, which is turning the opacity down. It just makes it easier to see where you've been. And then the exact same thing. So once you've finished stenciling over it, like I said, it's not going to print it onto the back of the paper. However, it then creates your stencil onto the back of this paper. And then exact same, you just cut it out. Make sure you've got enough room to grab around your design, and then that's what you're going to use to put on the skin. So there's the two stencils, one on back of just the paper and then one on the transfer paper itself. Hey, well done for sticking around to the end. Now if you're searching around for how to create stencils, then I'm assuming that you're just starting out on your journey to becoming a great tattooist. Well, in the description I'm going to add a few links that you really can't afford to not go check out. I've created a full 6 months tattoo course day by day with over 180 lessons. Now I've uploaded the first 30 days completely free onto YouTube and into a playlist. Choose to learn in a structured day by day format and go give the link a click. Also, I've teamed up with Real Skin, which many say are the best fake skins available worldwide. So if you follow the affiliate link in the description and find the Ben Fisher ink brush packages directly on the Real Skin site, you'll get amazing discounts, and also I'll get a few quid as a little thank you as well. Lastly, if you found this video helpful, then please give it a thumbs up, but also leave a comment. And on that note, I'll see you all over at the first lesson. Cheers.